Now, naturally, it's women who are usually known to have boobs or breasts, and even to some communities, the bigger the better. However, we have conditions or situations or times where we have come across men or people of the male gender who have fairly big and visible boobs that someone can notice from a distance. This disorder is called gynecomastia, or like other people call it man boobs. And for the records, it's not necessarily a disability. Hello everybody, and welcome to Naomi's All-Inclusive World, where today I'm going to be looking at man boobs or gynecomastia, a condition that happens to some men where they end up having very fairly visibly large boobs, and sometimes that can make some heads turn. Now, from my research, having muscularly a large bust and breasts in this case doesn't necessarily really make you have a disability, and secondly, it doesn't mean you automatically probably like have cancerous cells in you. Just having big boobs doesn't mean they automatically like carry cancerous cells and so on. So again, this is a condition, and it can happen for different reasons. It's fairly hereditary. So in a family where people of the male gender are known to have like, masculine chests and boobs, you realize that it can fairly be common with such. And number two is just about hormonal imbalance, where just our hormones are not all balanced. And again, here balance is relative, so that is also another reason as to why some men happen to have visibly big boobs. Now, this condition may occur in one or both breasts apparently, so you might come across actually a man who looks unproportional, where probably one boob is larger than the other one, or this person might happen to just have both breasts fairly large and visibly large enough. So again, it could be one or both. Another thing that I just need to mention from this particular case is it doesn't make this man any less, apart from the fact that depending with how we will handle this person, how we will conduct ourselves when we are with him, that might work on his self-esteem. That might make him probably want to, not be visible enough, not want to contribute, because anything that will make him stand out or get the attention of those around will then probably draw some attention to his chest. So it can work on someone's self-esteem, depending on how those around are handling him. Number two, apparently this condition can go away, so it may or may not be permanent. So again, you want to handle this person well. And again, remember, like I keep saying, people living with disorders and disabilities are humans first. So they could be your siblings, your neighbors, your family, your in-laws, your colleagues, and so on. So again, you want to treat such a person right, because probably in the next near future, the disorder will be gone. You will still want them to remain in your circle. You will still want them to be your colleagues, neighbors, and so on. So again, yeah, this disorder is not necessarily temporary or permanent. And lastly, probably another thing that I just want to mention is when you have such a family member, say if it's your son, if it's your brother, and so on, and you realize they're not very comfortable wearing certain attires because it probably makes the bust, more protruded, makes the bust more visible, and so on. Please, let's try to understand, because again, remember, it's not supposed to be like that almost naturally, because we are used to having women have boobs. So now that in this case it's a man, it just makes them not feel comfortable. So they might be uncomfortable putting on certain attires. They might be uncomfortable, sitting, say for example, in front rows, if it's an occasion, you know, where they're like, all the attention goes on them, or all the cameras and all that goes on them and so on. It's all right. Let's just also understand that this is not like the normal thing in society, and therefore it might make me feel like I don't want to be in front, and that is very okay. So again, don't push if it's your son. Don't push them like, you know, you have to be in the drama festival, in the drama club, you have to be this. If they don't feel comfortable being in certain spaces because of that, let us be understanding. Because like I said again, this is not a permanent disorder. It may be here today, in the next 2 months, 1 year, it is gone. So again, let's be kind, let's be human. Thanks for your time. I hope that helps someone understand this. I hope that helps some boy or guy somewhere also just worry less. Know that having man boobs doesn't make you automatically a victim or a potential, you know, person who might have cancer, you know, and so on. And also, I hope it just helps a parent somewhere, a sibling, to know that, you know what, don't make me the center of attention because, say, I have man boobs if I'm a man. And again, don't treat me like I'm any less just because I have that if I'm a boy, a brother, neighbor, and so on. We are humans first. Okay, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and make sure you put on your notification bell so that every time I throw in any of these awareness episodes, you're the first one to know. And again, like, share, and let's keep this ball of knowledge just rolling so that we can continue living as human beings first before anything else. Sante. Oh, George, please don't